Patrick starts it? It's Tuesday, April 11th, and we're a little bit late. Patrick's on his way. We've had a concrete wall, like, it's like rock, but where you like will stand there and then like one of the rocks will just fall off. So we've had a rock wall failing, and we had to meet with our contractor this morning. But you know, it's kind of exciting. You know how it is, kind of exciting, but you go, it's gonna be expensive. So that's what we're dealing with right now. And Patrick is on his. Oh, for a second I go, where's the dog? I got scared that I left. My dogs are super quiet in the car. So I'm super worried about summertime, because I'm like worried I'm going to get somewhere and they're going to be so quiet I'm going to forget. But Patrick will never forget. So that's a good thing. Good morning. So let's go over a couple of things that are going on. Number one, I wanted to let you know about the motifs, because I had some questions about that. And I think Michelle did, well, I know Michelle did, she did a little demo. Somebody asked me how they didn't see it, but there's a USB that goes into the machine. So they asked how you got the designs onto the machine. And I don't know, do you want to talk to them about it a little bit, Michelle? Sure. So we had a question about what machines that goes on. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'd love to expound on that one a little bit.
Okay, what we're talking about is this, which was really cool, and I didn't know how to get into it. Michelle wasn't here. She was at Disney, so I go, okay, let me try, because I can't be so dependent.
But you did.
Popped it in, and what I realized, fills you pull up in IQ fills. Yes. And motifs, you pull up in line properties.
Yes.
Okay?
So what we're talking about is this wonderful new set, okay? There's a USB drive in here. The USB drive goes into your machine just as it normally would. You can't access it in embroidery like I showed you on the video. Don't push there. You won't like it. You have to open IQ or Design Center. It works on both the Luminaire and the Solaris. And from within there, you're going to go to your line or your fill properties. Those are those little boxes that have the little lines on them where you pick the pretty fill that you want to put in whatever you're using there. And then you can access the fills and the motifs that are in here. Okay? So that being said, we got the ability to do that because of a feature that loaded with Upgrade 3. If you don't have Upgrade 3, you can't use this. It adds an additional tab in, and if you don't know what else comes with Upgrade 3, I did a whole series of Technique Tuesdays on all the stuff we got with Upgrade 3. That was one of them. And I got really excited about it because you could actually bring in your own fills that you made, like in Palette 11 or Pete 11 designs, which I thought was very cool. And then this came out, and this is even cooler because if you don't have software, you don't have to make your own. They made a bunch for you, and they're all very, very pretty. So no, these are not quilting designs. These are fills. If you're quilting, if you're making a quilt square in IQ Designer or Design Center, and you're sending it to sew, to embroider, you can continue to do that, yes. Does this import into your...
So you can use them to quilt.
So, but it's not going to import into the edge-to-edge, if that's what you're asking. If you're
I don't think they're asking that.
But yeah. You can quilt with them, yes.
You can quilt with them. You could blow them up. You could fill up.
Yes.
Let's say you wanted to just do a placemat and you're doing Halloween.
Yes.
So you could go ahead and fill up your 10.5 by 16-inch hoop and use one of these, the fills, the holiday one, and just fill it up.
The whole thing.
Stitch it out.
Stitch it out. So what I think is really wonderful about this is, for those of you that know IQ Designer or My Design Center and you've used it, you know that you get a series of choices before you save it out. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. You can fit it around some other object without the stitching going underneath. You can rotate it. You can do all of those things. You can pick to run it 3 times, to run it 1 time. This is all things that I can't do in software. I don't have those choices. It's not one step for me. Okay. The other thing is, yes, you can open these in PE Design or Palette 11 only. I tried in version 10, they don't open. So those are your 4 choices. You either have to have a Luminaire or a Solaris with upgrade 3, or you have to have Palette or 11 or PE Design software version 11. Those are right now, that's the 4 that they've given it. I did try it this morning in the Valiant, and because the Valiant does not have the tab in IQ Designer that says custom,
in our Venture?
I'm sorry,
in
the Venture, because it doesn't have the tab in IQ Designer that says custom, you can't open it. You need that tab. So
Yep.
I don't know, it's something to wish for, I suppose. We could,
Yeah, you need that custom
you
tab.
need that custom tab.
Yes, Alice. So it will not.
It will not work. It will not work with the 10 needle. I was just getting ready to send you an email.
Now we don't have to email you, Alice.
Yeah.
Michelle did that just for you this morning.
I did that this morning for you. It will not open on the 10 needle.
I mean, that doesn't mean
It won't come.
It won't ever happen.
It might happen. That would be a great update.
Yeah, maybe they update it or maybe they upgrade it because for if enough people ask for it. So
yes. So anytime you get those little emails from Brother or Baby Lock that says we'd like to ask you some questions, and you get a chance to voice your opinion, put it in there. Maybe they'll. I would love to see that.
Will you be doing something with this?
I might.
Okay.
I might be able to be talked into that.
Okay, so maybe we'll have
I love the way
with this.
I actually love it, and I love that. I love what you can do with it in IQ Designer and My Design Center, because it gives you lots and lots of options that take me much longer to accomplish in software.
I mean, you could, it's going back to filling up your 10.5 by 16 inch hoop. You could easily make like a holiday set of placemats.
Oh, absolutely.
With this,
absolutely.
Or you could just. I know you talked about clear vinyl.
Oh yeah, clear vinyl. I mean, just all kinds of stuff you can do with it. And Alice, I'm glad that you saw that I didn't show them all. I did that intentionally. We have to leave something on a Technique Tuesday. It's just a quick snippet. So I didn't. You're right. I didn't show them all. I just showed the ones that were. I just figured holiday is always good for everyone, and Halloween's my favorite.
Yes.
Cindy, that would be a great. And I did this morning. I looked at both the Stellaire and the Altair. Again, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that custom tab in it. Here's my guess. I don't know. I'm just guessing, so I have no inside information. My guess is that if they came out with it, they likely would come out with an update for the Stellaire and the Altair prior to the multi-needles. That's kind of how that works. Newer machine.
April said she needs to see what can be done before. Well, hopefully people will be posting projects and Michelle will get something.
So, April, let me ask you a question.
You can do this. There you go.
Okay, so April, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you use your My Design Center or IQ Designer, and do you have a machine that has Upgrade 3 on it? Because those are the requirements. You have to be able to have Upgrade 3. So right now that's just Luminaire or Solaris. And then, or you have Palette or PE Design 11, one of those things.
And you can be as creative as you want with this. You can. It's fills. You can add them to whatever you want.
So I can actually do a quick stitch out if Jeannie's okay with that. I can run something off. But I have to know that you need to see what needs to be done. I get that. I need to know what machine you're on, because if you don't have a machine that will accept it,
I think
then
she probably has.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Totally
Luminaire 3.
Luminaire 3. Okay.
So somebody had asked. Did you want to fit? Do you have something you need to?
Go ahead.
Somebody had asked about whether or not the Mastering IQ book, this is the Mastering IQ book, is going to work with the Luminaire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It will work with the machines that have IQ Designer. There might be a couple of modifications you have to do with some of the other machines. It's geared towards Solaris and Luminaire. And then, because I was thinking I would go through and do a lesson with, or figure out something on like the Stellaire and the Altair and like what kind of modifications need to be done. The 2 books that are out right now are going to be this book right here, which is a Baby Lock book. And it is fantastic.
I've only seen a little bit of it, but what I did see...
You can open this one.
What I did see was
amazing. I think we've caught up. Every time we opened up a store one, somebody would come in and be like, can I buy this?
So we have to
because we were kind of behind the 8 ball. So, and then this is the book by Brother. This is the Luminaire playbook, and I think they're like children.
This is like this is worth both of them are worth every single penny.
These are going to be like children. You're going to love them for different reasons. This is going to be a more comprehensive dive into the IQ Design Center part of your machine.
The program itself.
That's what it's focused on. And it's focused on going from beginning projects to intermediate projects to advanced projects. This is going to be more comprehensive book that's going to cover every area of your machine, from the sewing to the embroidery to the IQ.
Yes.
And they're not cheap, but
they're worth
it. Look at this as like your college semester course to learn your machine. And when you look at it that way, and when you look at it and you go, oh, I have no idea how many lessons it is. Let's say it's 20 lessons. And for the cost of doing 20 lessons and having all your notes and having all the pictures and having all the steps that you can go back to again and again,
yes,
it's totally worth it.
So another thing that I think that's good to explain is when you get a quality textbook, if you have the mirror image machine, meaning if this is a Baby Lock book and you have the same Brother machine, it goes without saying that they work for both machines. It's the same machine inside. If you see the Brother playbook and you don't see a Baby Lock playbook, it's fine. If you have the mirror image, oh, Alice, I'm just starting to answer that question. They are a mirror image of each other. The Baby Lock Solaris and the Brother Luminaire are exactly the same, with the exception of the designs that are built inside of them. They function the same. The buttons are the same. Everything is exactly the same. So when you see, I would buy the Baby Lock IQ book in a heartbeat, and I don't have any.
Oh, I would too.
Yeah, it does. I don't have to have a Baby Lock. It's giving me information that will work on both machines.
Yep.
If I want to know every single inch of my Solaris, I would buy the Luminaire playbook, because it's going to teach you every single inch of your Solaris. The only thing that's different, the designs that are built in.
You know, April, having my kids has taught me you love your kids for different reasons. I love my kids for different reasons, for sure, and some of the same reasons too.
So I would be, Michelle, I would update, because this has got a lot more in it. First of all, we got a ton of stuff with Upgrade 3, and that is included in the new playbook. So that's like a whole class in of itself.
Remember, ladies, though, it works best if you take it out of the plastic and then you open it and you use it.
Yes. Karen, you are right. The Baby Lock doesn't have a custom stitch, but that is a Brother exclusive feature that, sadly, hardly anybody on the planet uses.
You know, I've never used it.
Yeah, that's why I never talk about it.
Because there's so many stitches on the machine.
Yeah.
I mean, how many? Like, I think the Baby Lock has like 1,000 different decorative stitches on the machine. It is not open. Do you mind grabbing it? So hopefully that answered some of your questions. Patrick will be in here in a minute, because we have some really great giveaways today. So, but hopefully that answered a little bit about the books. I have them here in the store if you're local, because I know people have been like, I really want to look at them before I buy them. You can come in, flip through them, and then make your decision, but they're both fantastic. And like I said, look at this as just like your college course. And they're both fantastic. Maybe we should do, it's time, when do I have time? But it would be fun to like actually do like a little sew along where we start out by opening the bag, and then that's the first step. And then we can go on to like doing like a class or just like a sew along with it. You know, LaDonna, is that Lady Fair? It really is like, I feel like there's different parts about the playbook that you're gonna love. If your focus is, if you feel good on sewing and embroidery, and then all you really want to get good at is IQ, then just get the IQ book. If you feel like you have a lot to learn,
the books are complimentary.
If you have a lot to learn about your entire machine, then you should get them both. How's that? Get them both. My baby's here. That's how Patrick wakes up in the morning. Sometimes. We will.
What?
Don't I never sing to you?
I
I danced for you.
She
That doesn't-
dances for
that
me,
doesn't sound
but
right.
it's far less exciting than
Yeah,
it sounds.
than what you're thinking. It's far less exciting than that. Okay. Yesterday, we had a great sew along. And afterwards, I went ahead and I stitched out all the rest of the blocks. I was ready to load the video, and I didn't because I grabbed my book for, we did Life is Better in Full Bloom, and I grabbed my book and I went, oh, they used really pretty thread for the filler blocks. And I hadn't put in the color on my chart for some reason because I think I was thinking about what color I was going to use. So I was like, should I just sew it together with the white? And then last night I went upstairs with my seam ripper. And you guys have seen me use my seam ripper a lot lately. And I sat there. I used my Kai seam ripper. If you don't have a Kai stitch remover, you should definitely get one. And I just pulled back my fabric and just like shaved it until it came apart. And I'm going to restitch.
Is that on the website, the Kai Seam Ripper?
It is on the website. And so Patrick and I are going to bring home, we're going to bring home this computer, which is what we do the editing on. And we will do some edits to that video because I did some grouping. I feel like I did some stuff that was like kind of fun and might be some stuff that you're not really sure how to do or why you would do it. So, we'll get that video up. And then, so I was like, oh my God, I'm awesome. I finished everything. And then I was looking at Melissa. I was like, I still have to do 2 more pieced roses. So I do have to do those
Is
pieced
Mastering
roses.
IQ Designer still listed? It may not be on the promotions page. If you look
I
up
think it's still
Mastering
there.
IQ,
And I think it's still there at our amazing sale price. So,
we got a letter about Matt.
for what?
I haven't changed it, so.
You better, we got to change it. So get on there right now. If you want that book, get on there right now because
Yeah, look up
apparently,
Mastering IQ just under the search bar, and that will hopefully give you,
okay,
you know, what you need there.
because I'm going to go on this morning. Oh, wait, but we're at map pricing.
Oh, because we're giving $100 back.
Because we can't do
Yeah,
that.
I don't know why.
Why did we get a letter? You should send them something.
I gotta just call Bob and be like, dude, what is this?
Yeah.
Somebody
Don't,
grab
if you're getting amazing deals,
you
don't
know,
go into your local dealer and
so
tell them.
what happens is people shop our deals.
Oh, and then they go.
And then you get a local dealer that's like mad, that's like, wait a minute, this shop is selling it for this, and now I have to match that price. And then
You have to put a note in there. Listen, if we give a special deal and we're like, it's on the DL, you better put it in your notes or you better call me because when we go through, sometimes I forget. And I don't remember.
No, like
or,
I've gotten
or the kids.
emails. I've gotten emails.
And we'll but we were doing it at $100 off.
Yep.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
We can talk about it's $249.99 and it's $100 off, but we can't put it on the site at $149.99 because that's below map pricing. And then, like you heard just now, we got a letter. I don't like it. I don't like getting in trouble.
Well, so here's the funny thing is we get letters and then I normally am not the guy who makes these calls, but at one point, like regarding a totally different subject, we were like, we can't ship product and people were reaching out to us like, I really want to buy it from you. And I'm like, well, you can't ship it, so I can't sell it to you. And then we were hearing about these other dealers that were shipping it and like, I made a call and they're like, that's not happening. And then I sent them documentation that it happened like days after it was supposed to happen. And they just don't do anything. So anyways, who would do that? Shot from Jeannie and Patrick. Wanted to sign up for Scan and Cut class.
Oh no, Annetta.
Yes, you
I
can
hope you're
watch
okay.
it later if you purchase it. And I hope you're all right.
Yeah, there's a kit, so you could watch it real time, and then when you get the kit, you could go ahead and do it along with the kit. But you definitely want the kit because that's the fun part, right?
Do we have the dime silicone
participate-
mat? What is that?
Is that Shelly? I have one. I have one in the store, and I'll grab it. Oh, you know what? I'll have the kids add it this afternoon. I'll add it to their task managers. And when I say the kids, we got the store kids.
We know who ratted you out, Gail Cram said. Well, and it's so funny because
We
it
don't
is listed
know.
at map pricing. Like, I got to actually pick up the phone and make a call and be like,
What's the problem?
what's the problem? It's at map pricing. It's always been at
Yeah,
map
we
pricing.
never put it- we
Somebody's
never put it
mad
below
that I
that.
give people a $100 rebate when they get it. Let them be mad.
I think
So-
one of our reps told us to do something like that. They recommended it.
Well, and then like we had a scenario at last year's quilt show that was just ridiculous. Like they called me and they
Patrick,
were like, "This
Patrick!
happened," and I'm like, "That never
Patrick,
happened.
stop. Patrick,
That never
stop.
happened. Somebody made that up, and that never happened." So,
Hey, Shelly, I'll have the kids add that to the site this afternoon when they get in to the website. You want to do the giveaway?
Yeah,
The question was, what stabilizer are you using? Just because it is good for me to know what stabilizer everyone is using and why. And we were going to give away, and I accidentally ripped this. It's not used. See? It's not. It's still closed right there.
it's free. Don't complain.
Yeah, don't come. Let's see. I don't know. It just got ripped. So I'll tape it up. But see how it's still perfect. Like it looks. So
You
that's
know,
gonna come to you.
I love our contractor. He's a buddy. He's a good guy. He does amazing work.
And then he also owns the local drink, wine, and make candle store. And then
Candlevino.
there's crystals up at the front of the store too.
He makes jewelry.
Yeah, he's like
He's a sweet guy.
he's
a
so
sweetheart.
sweet.
So yeah, he's a good dude, and I'm like, how long do you imagine this project lasting? And he's like, oh man, it's all summer. Like we're gonna start in June and finish in August. And I'm like, can we use it? Like, are we even gonna be able to go outside? So
I'll be like, Patrick, get in the house. Because you'll want to, but now I'll be able to just yell at you and tell you to get in the house. You can't go
don't-
out there. What about
you
the
don't like-
dogs?
You don't like going outside.
You know what we're going to have to do is get an electric fence. Because what are we going to do?
Like, we're still gonna be able to use the backyard. We had that conversation.
Okay.
He goes, it's going to happen in stages. So he's going to start at the, like, outside the back door. And they'll do that. And then they'll do the downstairs patio. And then they'll do the front of the house. So, yeah. So, anyways, giveaway. All right. And which product is first? Which product is second? We were doing the hoop mat, too.
You know what's so funny is a lot of you commented that you use all different stabilizers and that you have a problem. And but a lot of you use OESD. Some of you use Kimberbell. Some of you use whatever Joann's carries. I gotta say, like the one that I saw the most was probably OESD, and we'll do another. We should do another OESD stabilizer sale.
Well, so, hey, what's the story on the closeout?
That I was working on that.
Well, is it ready? Like, can we just put it up?
I know, because Debbie, I wasn't ignoring you. I was a little bit, because I was like, darn, Debbie was looking for the closeout sale. That is going to be, I'm sorry, I've just had a lot of issues with that.
What were your issues with that? You want so much stuff? And
No!
What are the issues with it?
Oh my God, that's all we have left?
Yeah, just put it up there. Make it
I
active.
thought we didn't have that. I'm worried. Because I was worried.
Just
That's
put it
all.
up there. We need to sell the stuff. Just put it up there.
Yeah, we do. Patrick had another
conversation
We had another conversation.
at the end of last month. I'm like, you spent this much. And she was like, but I didn't get a notification.
I didn't get a notification, so I thought it was okay, and I just kept spending.
So
And then Patrick said he raised it again. And that's why I didn't get the notification. I don't even buy stuff for me. Like on our personal credit card. Although I am getting a new filming system.
Our personal credit card was very, very low last month, which I attribute to her displacing all her shopping to the store.
My thing is shoes.
At one point I was like, there are like 6 boxes of unused boots in the garage. Jeannie was like, shut up.
You know what? Because I used to wear heels. And now so there was a pair of dance goes in there with a heel, and I was like,
what about all those long boots?
And then
it was like
I
one
know
whole thing.
one of them had like a 3-inch heel. I'm never gonna wear that.
So why is it sitting in the garage?
Because I bought it. I bought it, and then I decided I'm never gonna wear heels again. It was my mistake.
Well, but there's like,
I gotta get rid of.
Why don't you sell them?
That's the other thing, because this is my issue. I sound like the people on Hoarders, because you know what they say?
What if I need these later?
They go, I'm going to sell that. And that's what I said to myself, because back in the day when I didn't work and I was at stay-at-home mom, I used to eBay everything. Like when I was done with something, I would sell it. Now that I work so much, I go, I'm going to sell it, but I don't.
Give it to me and I'll sell it.
Take them all.
You told me not to.
No, I never told you that. I never said that. That's why they're sitting there. Because they're new, and then I never wore them.
And they're beautiful boots.
Sometimes I'm in my closet, and I open a box, and I go, oh, I forgot I got this. And then it's like Christmas. Because you're like, you didn't even know you got it. You forgot. And then you open it. It's a surprise.
So, anyways, the Kimberbell sale is going live right now.
Okay, then you do that, and I'm gonna just.
Well, so we're giving away the hoop mat too, correct?
The numbers aren't right.
I thought you had the kids do it. Trust the kids.
I know we have that, and I know we have a ton of that.
Who's here today?
That's been. Anyways, we'll talk about it in a minute.
So it'll go live by the end of today. That's going to be Jeannie's project this morning. Somebody said something about waiting for the dime event. I think we'll probably match the dime event pricing for Shelly. And there's a lot of stuff on the dime event that you can buy directly from Dime that we're not going to have in the store. So you can.
Oh, yeah. We have the dime event that's happening on the 19th. And I can't. Who remembers? Is it 20% or is it 25% off? Can somebody just refresh my memory what they give you? And if there's something that you want now that you don't want to wait for, just go ahead and let me know and I will get it for you. So you don't have to wait. Who wants to wait? Waiting is so like pre-Amazon. We are Amazon. Post-Amazon. We don't wait. Okay.
Get that in writing, Patrick. It's in writing. I'm committing Jeannie to it being up by the end of today.
How are
by
the plans?
telling you it's up by the end of the day.
Okay, I'm gonna run over and let me check the numbers.
All right. So what's first prize? What's second prize? What's third prize?
And I did want to tell Betty that plans for the sewing room redo are not going well.
I thought you weren't working Saturday. This upcoming Saturday.
Oh, is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the issue.
Saturday is her breakdown day. Do you have a sew along on Monday?
Celinda, when I get it up later on, you're just gonna type in closeout. And I spelt it wrong. I think closeout's one word. I spelt it two. Close.
Selling the boots. Yeah, I have it in writing that I can sell.
Oh yeah, boots. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna list them all.
Patrick's so good. Well, like when I sell something, I want like a nice, pretty backdrop, and I pose them, and I turn the shoe this way, and then I turn the shoe this way, and then I show the soles, and then I show the toes, and then Patrick just takes one picture and a note and just does it.
And then I sell it for just as much as she does.
Yeah, and then he does. Because
and then I'm like, see, it makes more sense to do it this way. And she's like, but I can't. We
Sandy's-
do sell the Euphoria. I'll have to look to see if the price of the Euphoria changed.
And Sandy, I got your note about the foot kits, and so I think you were asking about them online, and they weren't online. So I was going to have the kids put those online for you today, and then you can do your purchase online.
Hey, so you put this as May 12th. Did she reach out about May 12th? Because I said the 10th.
Oh, I heard you wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can change that. Okay, giveaway time.
Giveaway time.
Channel your inner winner.
So which is this prize number 1?
We'll just do that as prize number 1.
So prize number 1 is weightless quilter tabletop.
Because how many times have you gone to quilt something and it's too heavy, it's dragging, it's causing you grief because you can't move your fabric because the weight of the quilt? This is going to allow you to just clip it on. Do you see the picture on like the back of the quilt? And then this thing is pretty
Pam
awesome.
Jillian.
Pam! Congratulations! It's a local lady here. She uses Pellon stabilizer. So this is going to go to you, Miss Pam. Pam is a newer embroiderer, and she was somebody that a friend, you know how you introduce it to a friend, and then that friend, oh my God, goes down the rabbit hole. That's what Pam did. But
All right.
Congratulations, Pam.
So next prize, Shimmer and Shine. This is 3 colors of King Star and several colors of glitter heat transfer vinyl.
This is gorgeous. These Kingstar cones, I mean, Kingstar is the best, and I think you ladies would agree, and gents would agree, that Kingstar is the best thread to embroider with, that you get less breakage, that it's not finicky. I think they're coming out with some new colors too.
Lisa Poole. I have a variety of stabilizers and can't remember which does what because I'm new, but Floriani and OESD purchased before I even knew about Kimberbell. Love the Kimberbell. Love that Kimberbell makes it a no-brainer.
And Lisa, now you have some amazing Kingstar to add to your Kimberbell projects and some beautiful applique. Your name is on it. And now we're going to give away the hoop mat. Shelly, channel your inner winner. This is what you want. So the hoop mat is a mat that you can use. It's like the non-slip, and it's nice and big. You can get your biggest hoop on top of that. Well, it's a little wider, but if you're having issues, if your project's moving around, if it's scooting around, Susan, congratulations, Susan, you're a winner. She uses Kimberbell on Kimberbell projects, OESD on their projects, and generics from the local store for everything else. Tried muslin. Oh, it's too stretchy. If I happen to be picked for the weight... Thank you. You're welcome. And so this is yours, Miss Susan. Congratulations. Congratulations, ladies and gents. Well, none of the gents won, but congratulations, ladies.
Are we out of high cheese again?
No. We have a big old box somebody sent us. Thank you, Miss S.
So why did we
Did somebody not get it?
Yeah, she said she didn't get a high cheese.
Who is that?
Susan Alba.
Oh my God, we're gonna put 2 in this box. We'll make up for it. I don't. You know what?
We
every
can
once
ship
in a
in
while,
that box.
Every once in a while, we'll.
Sometimes
we might
we're
forget.
shipping like,
I'm trying to
50
figure out how to open it.
packages in a day.
I don't
I'm
know
sure
how.
you have to cut right here.
Can we force that in? Okay. Can you grab me? I guess I'll just take one of these. And yeah. Congratulations. Should we get started with the day?
So we are, I believe, we're closer to a week than 2 weeks on service. We did some catching up at the end of the week, but we are still catching up. So, just keep that in mind. I've had several people reach out that have kind of said, when is the best time to get stuff in for service? And the reality is today. Like, I can never make the call as to when we're going to be busy on service and when we're not going to be busy on service. Although what I will tell you is in years like this one, where the we'll make sure you get two this time, Susan.
I know. I would be okay. I had that place that I used to buy jewelry supplies from, and they always gave me a Twizzler, and I looked forward to it. So if I had opened up a package and I was getting excited for my Twizzler and it wasn't in there, I'm so sorry. You'll get two.
So, what was I going to say? So, historically speaking, when we've had years like this past year where it has been really challenging weather-wise, when the weather gets better, we make up for lost time. Sanella, we can ship all the surgers. And
we can ship and we can support. So I do a lot of the Surger classes. Your Surger class will be with me, and or your Get to Know Surger class will be with me, and we do a lot of classes via Zoom.
Well, and now's a great time because as we've talked.
Do we know how long the sale is? Is that
so? Here's what's funny.
Or?
Almost everybody that I've talked to, because we have sold several Surgers to folks out of town. What they have told me is their local dealers aren't even doing those prices. So we don't have, and listen, like I think I've explained this before. This was a little bit of a surprise. Like some of these Surgers are being sold at prices that for some dealers are what they paid for the Surger. And so in a couple of circumstances, and this tends to be on the high end stuff, the Acclaims and the Triumphs, but like a couple of the people that we've sold it to have told me exactly that. I've gone, this is what the current deal is. This is what the current pricing is. This is what you're going to see online. I've been able to beat those prices a little bit in some circumstance. Or at least even honor trade-ins in those circumstances. But, what they're telling me is that their local dealers aren't. And I don't blame the local dealers. Some local dealers aren't in a circumstance where they can afford to sell a machine at cost. Like they've got to make some money. So, Sanella, if you're really interested in a conversation, call me.
Well,
it's a good
and
time
don't
to do it.
forget, tomorrow I'm doing a live demo. So I'm going to be live feeding a Surger demo. I think I'm going to I'll have the Victory, the Acclaim. I mean, I'll have all the Surgers with me, but I'm going to spend most of my time probably on the Acclaim and the Triumph, and then I'll have the Victory there as well as the Accolade. So I'm going to be showing you those. I'm going to be answering questions. I'll demo some feet. I'll show you some of the stuff that you can do with it. So, that's going to happen tomorrow. So if you have questions about Surgers, why you might want one, what it can do for you, how it can change your life, then be there. It'll be recorded too. So it's going to be
it's going to be a live feed, and so when it's done, it will become a video that's on our YouTube channel. So that's something to remember. Like if you look down here, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and then there's a bell icon. If you hit that icon, that will also give you notifications when we do stuff like these live streams or when those new videos were there. So watch that demo, and that'll give you kind of an idea of where the Surgers are. I think what I'll do is when you're doing that, we will talk about I'll have you talk about the map pricing.
You're going to talk about that because
I'll have you just talk about map pricing, because if they go online at this, especially at the larger dealers, they're going to see that map pricing listed. And then we can sit down and talk about individual circumstances. Some of the machines, like I'm just at map pricing just because like we make just enough money at map pricing for it to make sense. On the more expensive machines, there's generally a little margin there to play with trade-ins and stuff like that. So, yeah, you can watch it later in the day, or you can watch it at your convenience there, April.
It's going to be tomorrow morning from 10:30 to 11:30. We can go a little bit longer if we have a lot of questions. That's Pacific Standard Time. So just keep that in mind if you are not in our time zone.
Okay, I'm going to get to work.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something incredible. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye. And Debbie Harlow, I got your email and I pulled your stuff. And I tried to call you, but if you want to do that Scan and Cut class, I can tuck your kit into your bag. I will call you. Bye.